Ahoy, Arisen! Have you found any Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it does.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Ahoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again? And thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all... Now lots of people who live nearby, the priests have been treating everyone as best they can. But I want to help them. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring... Oh, thanks! I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See if there's anything you...
Now we've need of medicine.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
This looks as good a place as any. Wished were always night to move for my next shipment. I worked hard today. We are never.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
You have my support. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
You have my support.
Oh, sir, if you please. Pray, excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble house. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather simple. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter.
What I need. I could use more places like this.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by... Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Well then, son. How am I... be of service.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What ought I to do?
That's enough.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades. Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I grant you fire flame. Use it well. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Mayhap we ought to return for a rest when we're in need of one. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
It's no great shock to me.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
It's no great shock to me.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend. What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first. Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. Fight! Seems I expected how much. I dare say I needed that. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this a commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the—
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly! A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend. Quick! Eye here! Watch my back!
First assess the field, then act accordingly. Almost nodded off for a moment there.
Now I'm gone and stepped in it.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You have my protection. I grant you roaring flame.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
What was that? Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then we stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? 'Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long afore I'm forced to resign from my— I doubt such a thing would be asked of a human instructor. There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid? I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here, if you please. It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Here at last.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his...
Diana! Would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she may. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. That's just life. Feel eyes on my back, watching. May the heavens protect us. I've taken a wrong turn.
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
A lonely place, but not without its charms. I wonder what's going on in Friday. Might go and see.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
"'Twas in the slums that I Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no... He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to... 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal.
Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.